In 2016, Russia hacked the DNC servers and, separately, the email accounts of several related people. Two of them were friends of mine, and no, neither was John Podesta. There were two activists whose careers were just hitting their stride. Sounds like many at this convention. Imagine what would happen if all of your private emails were released publicly. In this case, they lost friends over poorly phrased sentiments that were never meant to be public. Colleagues stopped trusting them because in the immediate aftermath, no one was quite sure where the leaks were coming from. In fact, before the story broke widely, one of my friends told his therapist that he had been hacked by the Russians, and his therapist nearly diagnosed him with paranoia. While most people feared the political impact of the DNC hack, I had another worry, which was that the breach would discourage my friends from continuing in public service. We need more people getting involved, and potentially getting hacked by the Russians is not the best incentive. As such, today I want to focus on cybersecurity and what you can do to protect yourself as you advocate for your causes. You have enough to worry about. Let's eliminate cybersecurity from your concerns. My NLC capstone was founding Foresight 2020 with alum Amy Larson, a nonprofit that has become the largest provider of live, personalized cybersecurity training for campaigns in the US. At the start of every training, we ask participants what feelings they have when they think about cybersecurity. And inevitably, the most common is scared. And that makes sense. We all know the damage that a hack can cause, and they happen all the time. The last large-scale study found that a device was breached every 39 seconds. But if that's not scary enough, that study is from 2007, the year the first iPhone came out. So just imagine what reality is today. Further, those involved in campaigns, fighting for social causes, or otherwise rabble-rousing, in other words, NLC fellows, are often targeted for attack. Unlike most Americans, you need to worry about people specifically aiming for you. So scary is not inaccurate. Cybersecurity is now necessary organizing and political know-how. To be blunt, you can't achieve what you're looking for if you're naive about these threats. But this talk isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to empower you. Because the dirty little secret is that it's much harder to hack someone than it is to protect them. Over 95% of successful attacks involve human error. But said another way, that means you can eliminate 95% of your risk simply by changing your behavior. And you don't need to change much. The core of cybersecurity, hackers are only trying to do three things: see information that you didn't mean to release, make your software do things it wasn't meant to do, or make you do something you didn't mean to do. Each of these can be mitigated. First, seeing things they shouldn't. In this digital world, we are all releasing far more information than before. Some of this is actually a good thing. I feel like Spotify really gets my music tastes. But sometimes it's not. Despite often giving out my social security number, physical address, or phone number, I don't want everyone to know them. In the worst cases, people intentionally release this information, a process known as doxing, in order to intimidate activists. But you can prevent much of this information from getting into nefarious hands by simply changing a few settings and sending a few requests. The New York Times has publicly released the guide its own reporters use to prevent getting doxed. They call it Dox Yourself. Taking 30 minutes to walk through their high priority steps will make you much safer. Second, hackers will try to make your software misbehave. All code contains mistakes that can be taken advantage of. That's why companies make updates. What you may not know is that after an update, companies wait 30 to 90 days and then publish details of the underlying flaw publicly. Not updating your software is just waiting for the ticking bomb of an online step-by-step guide to hack your device. Luckily, this is easy to protect against. Just update your dang software. Third, hackers will try to get you to misbehave. While there's a lot to unpack in this topic, two of the best things you can do involve using software to automate making the right choice. First, turn on two-factor authentication everywhere. Ensure that whenever you use a password, you need to do something else to prove it's actually you logging in, whether that's a physical security key or an authenticator app. Recently, Iranian security forces accidentally released video of them infiltrating accounts. Irony aside at the bad cybersecurity, the video showed that they skipped any account that had two-factor turned on. It's that good a defense. Second, use a password manager. Password managers are programs that store your logins in an encrypted file, making it easy to generate long, random, different passwords for every account. They also let you log in automatically by pushing a button, preventing you from typing your password on a phishing site. So, dox yourself, update your software, use two-factor authentication and password managers, and you'll make Russian intelligence, Chinese intelligence, and trolls everywhere very sad. Luckily, the story has a happy ending. Despite their harrowing experiences, both my friends are still very involved in politics. Hopefully, an even more happy ending is happening now, where all of you can feel protected and empowered to continue your own inspiring work without going through a hack in the first place. Thank you.